Rufai, your statistics is wrong.
Give me your own.
I am telling you that people can no longer feed in Edo, not to talk of subscribing to internet.
Give me your own statistics.
People can no longer feed, not to talk of subscribing to internet. Nobody is watching you. So that's the truth. Nobody is watching you because
give me your own
don't have money to watch. If you
give me your own statistics.
If you want Mondi Okpebholo to come to your, if you want Mondi Okpebholo to come to your interview, try as much as possible to subscribe for the audience of Edo. Then it will come. Because if you want to sell yourself, you sell yourself to the people. And if he's doing that, is he going to sell himself to Arise? No.
Hang on a minute. Secondly, I also want to confirm.
I am telling you that people are not watching you.
Please.
People are not watching you.
I also want to confirm, Mr. Jared. Did Edo State APC at any point ask Arise presenter Rufai Oseni to bring $1 million to interview Mondi Okpebholo?
To come and do what? We can't be saying that. What I am telling you is,
I'm just
asking. You are saying people subscribe to internet. Yes, those people are there in Edo. With due respect,
why
I am
are
telling
you
you that people don't even have money. Obaseki, your Obaseki,
so if people don't watch Arise
to the level,
if people don't,
because I can afford it.
If you don't watch Arise, and you think
I'm supposed to,
so why are you on this interview?
I'm supposed to have my television on now. I'm supposed to have my television on now. My television is not on because I don't have money to subscribe to a DSTV that I can use to watch you.
But Edo people can't watch. But Edo people can't watch you based on what you have said. Edo people cannot watch you as you are speaking. So why are you wasting your time here?
They are not watching. They are not seeing you. They are not seeing you. That's what I'm saying. They are not seeing you. I needed to talk to you, more especially Rufai. It's you that I actually wanted to talk to today. To let you know.
Chairman Tenebe, I take this as an exercise in self-contradiction.
Mr. Ruben.
Yes, you are on Arise TV and you say nobody is watching. But the more important point, I lived in Benin, 85 to 86.
Because I'm not even sure. I'm not sure they are watching me now.
Okay,
as I speak.
Fine.
People don't have money in Edo State to even buy credit.
Okay, fine. But
to even subscribe to internet. So nobody is watching you. I need you to know this.
I was just telling you that some of my persons from Edo State, they've been bombarding my phone with WhatsApp messages. They say you are embarrassing the people of Edo State. That it is not true that the people of Edo State don't have DSTV. It's not true that they don't have GoTV. That they are civilized, very proud people.
They have DSTV. They have DSTV. They have GoTV. But there is no money to subscribe because Obaseki has run the state aground. He has impoverished the state. People can no longer subscribe. That's what I'm saying. They have, but people don't have money to
watch
subscribe
free
anymore.
They can watch free on YouTube.
If anybody is calling you to tell you that it's an embarrassment, maybe those are people who are in Ikoyi there, possibly with you, that does not even have a voter's card that we cannot talk to. What I am trying to say, what I'm trying to make out of this is Mondi Okpebholo is reaching out to the people he's supposed to reach out to. I'm telling you where he is now, where you have almost about 25,000 people in a ward, where to get to that place you have to drive, you have to use canoe, you have to try to get to the place. It's reaching out and the message is resonating.
Chairman, I don't see any conflict between grassroots campaign and talking to people on television. Arise News is in 54 countries of Africa. We're in UK, we're in Europe. I mean, it needs that audience. And all the stakeholders in Edo State, they are everywhere, including here in Arise News. And that's why we're saying, bring Okpebholo. If he cannot speak English, he will speak Benin. We will bring one of our persons to come and speak Benin to him.
At least you have seen Okpebholo moving motion in the Senate before.
Oh, okay.
So the idea of saying he cannot speak English is not even there. You have seen him in live in our campaign live programs. You hear him talk. So the idea of saying he cannot talk is not even there. I'm telling you the reason why he cannot buy ticket and come to Lagos, because it will be a waste of time.
He doesn't need to come to Lagos
to go and talk to about just 300 people who can subscribe.
You are in Benin. We interview you from Benin. He doesn't need to come to Lagos. We'll come and meet him in his room. He doesn't need to come to Lagos. We'll come and meet him.
Will he have to waste his time Will he have to waste his time to come and talk to you about 300 people?
Wait. In that village,
when he's selling himself, to the people.
Wait, can I even tell you this? I can assure you, sir. In that village is campaigning. We will bring our camera and join him on the campaign trail and interview him on the campaign trail there. So he can be campaigning to the people and still talking to us. We are ready for Pueblo.
But if you want to do that, we are ready. You can tell your crew, not to tell us to pay. You can tell your crew to follow him.
No, you don't need to pay.
And they're even following. You have to...
Good morning. Good morning. I said, look, we start with Arise family this morning, since we are pretty much going to talk about Arise interview, Abati interview with the one and only Malam Detijo Buba Galadima. Talked about the tax bill and the history of Niger and Nigeria, which is found very not acceptable, and most importantly, the bill don't pass. Anyway, good morning and welcome to On Our Politics. As usual, it's about politics and policy. I don't dare awake for a minute now. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, but I've been awake for a minute. I don't dare fight too. But to my Texas people, one of the best, I don't turn back. It's freezing in Texas as we speak, so good job. Anyway.
You think leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere. Yet, 2 times now they wanted to kill him. Every profession has its own risk. If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside so that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity. If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to kiss them, step aside. Because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a born-again Christian. That's what the job entails. If you're a politician and you can't stand for your people that voted for you, and because you don't want to die, step aside. Because that's what the job entails. Any politician that is not behaving like Simfubara, who will resist and protest when his rights are trampled upon, knowing that our judicial system, knowing that our electoral system have failed us, that any politician who will not stand his ground, no matter the risk to his person, I said I will not speak for that politician again, and I maintain it. And you can see what is happening, because we can't go forward. We calm down. If Simfubara has been saying calm down, do you know where River State would have been? He said he's ready for them. He's fully prepared. The election must go on. The election must hold. Winners must be declared. They will be sworn in. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. I am looking for leaders who would say nobody will rig my election, and if you rig my election, I will fight. Nigerians, come out and fight. If they kill anybody, let them kill all of us. Oh yes, and thank God I'm seeing it happen. What Fubara did, was he advocating for violence? Was he advocating that the law should be broken? No. He was advocating for his right. That's my opinion. That's my advocacy. We must advocate for our right and stand by it. I did not disqualify anybody. I don't have that right. I said I am not going to speak for anybody going forward except this person meets this criteria. In any case, we have finished 2023 election. It's over. 2027 election has not come. So anybody who is saying betrayal, what am I betraying? There is nothing on ground. When I was a spokesman in 2023, I did my job creditably well, and we convinced Nigerians on what we believe is right. But you can see that in Nigeria, you not only have to have the power to win election, you have to have the power to defend your election. So anybody that does not have that spirit or power to defend the votes in a manner that you would say, whatever happens to me as a person, let it happen, I am not willing to speak any further for the person. So what I just simply said is that going forward, I will no longer be part of this until these fears are addressed. So I did not disqualify anybody. One, I don't have that power. Then two, I am not betraying anybody because I'm still a member of Labour Party. And you can see I'm still fighting that Labour Party should be consolidated because Nigerians are looking for an alternative to these people. That if you want to fight these people who are compulsive thieves and who are the worst amongst us, leading us, according to Senator Ndume, who is part of them, then you have to grow higher and be more aggressive than calm down. That's what I said, and I stand by it. In all honesty, I would have said we don't. But because I'm a student of theology, I would not say so. Because when Elijah thought he was the only person that was worshiping God, God said, no, you're not the only person. You think leadership is a common case? No. Esther said,
Nigerians insist that they have to impress their neighbors and other people that they eat foreign rice. I said, no rice. You either you eat what you grow what you eat, or you die. I think I tried to make my point. And later, Nigeria appreciated it because it provides more jobs. People go back to the land. We have the land, and we produce what we eat.
Thing that you pick out in your own words,
Yes.
you pick out in your piece, you
Yes.
say you were struck by the number of immigrants who hate Israel.
Yes.
Now, we're sitting here in Birmingham, one of the country's most...
What the president essentially is doing is trying to pull all the resources to the southwest, particularly Lagos. Many of the oil companies are in Niger Delta, are in the Delta region. That's where they have their operations. But their headquarters are in Lagos. They pay VAT to Lagos. Dangote is paying VAT in Lagos with his factories in the north. What has Lagos done to earn that? So Lagos is getting all of that money. And now you're saying, oh yeah, that money is ours, that money is ours. No, it isn't. Lagos is what it is today thanks to the Nigeria's Commonwealth. All the infrastructures were built by Nigerian Commonwealth. The ports, the bridges, the everything. If anybody asks you, you must pay. So people need to be sensible. There is this thing they call in the old Zulu adage, Ubuntu. You are who you are because of me. It's common humanity. Northern governors met in Kaduna to talk about VAT. Oh, and they want to accrue more money. Let me say that they were not there for God and country or for the region. They were collecting there because they're not going to get more money. So this selfishness, oh, it's me, it's me, it's me, and the president is following that, it's raising antenna alarm in the north. To all that, yes, and the president has sent a bill to the House about his tax reform. That is his right as the executive. But it is the right of our representatives, and we are watching them very closely. It is the right of our representatives to fight for us and kill that bill if it does not do well for the people they are representing. End of story. There is no argument. There is no argument. This is what democracy is. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his own cannot do things without reverting back to the House. And we have our representatives there that we will hold accountable.
And your representative are actually speaking for the people. Is this outcry actually for the people or for shenanigans? The question I always keep asking is that all this why we say that now the people are being included in any conversation at all when it has to come to passing of bills and policy, huh? Well, anyway, we're just getting started. It is a war between Tinubu and the northern elite. The northern elite now, they don't want anything else, not for their people, but they're just trying to bargain and secure a better position ahead of what is coming, huh? All this cry will not stop the bill from passing. It don't pass already, as I've earlier said. But let's continue.
And I just take the last part of Order 38. That is order of the business. Mr. President, the order of the business says, number 10, that our business for the day will be based on the order paper. The order paper does not contain this. And for God's sake, this is a very, very, very important matter. We should not in any way try to use the position of the Senate because the order paper is clear and we have been doing this. I have no problem having them to come here and explain whatever. We have been doing that, but we follow known procedures. And that is if today this thing has to be taken, you now quickly ask for supplementary order paper that will reflect this. And as you said, this is a very, very important matter. It is not a matter that you just come and tell us after we are doing business of the day. Mr. President, you can have your way, but I will have my say. You will have your way, but I can have my say. You can use the gavel, and I will use my voice. This thing is very sensitive. Our people have been dominated by this matter. When you say it's matter of urgent national importance, yes, we do have matters of urgent national importance. But even those matters normally is referred to the next legislative date or another legislative date. Please, I beg you in the name of God, this matter is very, very important to not only us, but Nigerians that we represent. And we swear by Bible and Holy Quran that will represent the interests of the people. These people partially have spoken. The governors, the National Economic Council, and that makes
you have made your point. Can I respond to you?
You can rule me out of order.
Let me respond. Let me respond to you. Now, please, we are not here for rhetorics. We are acting on fact. Excuse me. Order, please. Order, please. Order, please. Order, please. Order.
You, because you are sitting there saying saying it's written.
I know.
Isn't it crazy that?
Are you saying, Mr. President,
at the point where we have the North dominate the National Assembly, both the upper chamber and the lower chamber, but they are still arguing within themselves? Now, take the bill past first reading, second reading. Yeah, the majority is pretty much everything from the governors to legislators, but still. So, what is all this shenanigans about? Once you ask, right? What is the game about? Because again, as I said, the bill don't pass, and the bill must pass. And they know this is not even about Bola Tinubu or the West or this that they put down. For one reason that it must pass. Listen to this.
Often have different outcomes than people expect, and sometimes when they start, they can be lasting for 5, 6, or 7 years. And so I think it's incumbent on all of us to worry about it. It doesn't stop JP Morgan from expanding. We want to serve clients and serve countries and be respected wherever we do business to help Nigerians in Nigeria and Nigerian companies here, and also Nigerian companies they go overseas. So we still have expansion plans. So worrying about that doesn't stop us from doing things, but we just have to be very conscious of the risk it creates.
So regardless of all this noise where they make from north to south to whatever to our people, it has nothing to do with your people. The Oga say, step up your game. You need to pay up your debts. Why? Because nobody say we need them. We need them badly. There's a cold war going on between America and China. In America, they run us. They came to when that team was taped in Abuja in front of our National Assembly. All these men, maybe in front of bankers or business or me, in front of that means they assemble the whole country together, give them orders. It doesn't matter how or whatever the effect the task is going to have on the people. We don't give a shit. We're going to expound. So this is all this noise. So they just want to, politically, it's part of the game. Is accepted. Push hard as much as you can to get something done because the bill must pass, right? So the idea is in our people is going to affect our people. That one, there's nothing you can do about that. All right. There's nothing you can do about that. It's time for you to think outside the box and make things work. Because the tax bill that is coming, the gain that is going to acquire for the past will not be to the development of the people. No. You got to pay up.
Revenue bill as submitted to the National Assembly cannot stand the test of time because the revenue bill has gone contrary to some provisions of the Constitution. It is within the province of the federal government or any state government or local government to create an idea of expanding its revenue base. But the sharing of the revenue is not the responsibility of the federal government nor that of the National Assembly. Okay. It is of the National Assembly to the extent that when they look at the sharing, they will have to change the Constitution by going round so that they remove the authority of the revenue mobilization from that province. That has not been done. And to say, let's do more consultation so that people comment on this matter, I don't think it is a negation or a disrespect or even whatever against the president. It is not. This is our country. If the president presents anything, and we, the people of Nigeria, say no, I'm coming. We, the people of Nigeria, say no. We should be our views should be respected because the president and the governors and members of the National Assembly are there because we put them there. So they should respect our views.
When Buba say we the people, Nadia Intel lost me. I was one who begin say we the people. Now we put them there. Now we don't know how much we they pay them. Now we put them there. How many bills has been passed so far with our neighboring Nigeria? No. Now you want to talk about we. I ain't no we in this. No, there's no we. Y'all should deal with your shit. No way. We don't understand what is going on. I don't think we'd want to understand. Now we start up. We don't know when we start. We're gonna carry the go. We are ready. I mean, what choice do we have now to bear the consequences? Whatever that is going to come out of it, we no get choice before anyway. So that's why you lost me when you begin talking about we. But on the second note, not be the same thing. The points that Galadima is trying to make here was the same thing Wike was asking for a couple of years ago when he was the governor, and Abuari the power. Then she no. Wike was making a case that every state should pretty much collect its revenue, and go from there. Which is what Baba Galadima is saying, that even the Fed is even saying even the National Assembly will not have the rights to distribute the revenue generated. And they don't, who has the right to generate the revenue in the first place? Which also plays to my own argument. Dual sovereignty is the way to go. If you don't allow states to have their own way of life, their own governance system, they have to generate their own resource, their own revenue, then there's all these things going to be. It's not. I mean, I know understand there's a reason why they don't want to look that far, because I mean it's a good excuse now. Everybody is pointing out accusing figures to the Tinubu, the poor, the rich, the only, the everybody, which is nothing. Nothing is going to come out of that. If you go by what Wiki was advocating for in the first place, let every state generate its own resources. I don't think we'll be having this. We'll be having this conversation that they are sending Bua Galadima to come and convey, which, as far as I'm concerned, is laughable, because is every point that he's making is just a fall flat. We had a president who spent 8 years, and every policy that he wished for went through without any. We know who they know. Say, we all hear the railway they go this state. We all hear say university that they build up for here. Yes, a paracetamol has been moved. So what the heck? So all this preamble screaming from one television to another, forming at one point in the interview, he said make them no refer to as northern governor. I was like, holy shit. When what's going on? They want Abati, they use northern governors. Northern's like, okay, I wish I could fall for that, but no. And again, I understand the need to use Buba Galadima to come and literally make noise, because he's the one, even during Buhari, they make the noise too. So you cannot say. So there's a reason why those who are most technically wise, who know more about the issue, are taking the back seat, because they just know they're just buying time for nobody. Now, when I don't understand why Abati decided to keep quiet. I want to conclude that Abati, no. Yeah. Oh, no, maybe out of respect. No, I don't think that it is. When he was talking about Niger, that he made a great point about, which I made here over time, about the contention of French military in the northern part. It's not that they have a base, or it's not that it's not denying the fact that they are there, right? But again, I talk as in English, and I go kill all of us. And that's exactly what happened, right? So they always talk. There's a reason why people choose the medium where they use to express themselves, right? There's a reason why the likes of Ponkoso, the likes of Buhari, Atiku, they always go BBC Hausa, because they know by the time then even Buhari and Tinubu himself did the same thing when he went to Abeokuta to say Milokon, because he understands how communication works. By the time you begin translate them to other languages, you go just propaganda you go turn to. So these people understand that, because they know that people will carry that message with emotion. They'll spin it to their own interest, they'll spin it to their audience, and all that can go on and on. At the end of the day, but whoever that message is directed to get the point, get the message is trying to deliver. So when them, because the what people don't understand is that there's no difference between Niger and pretty much vast part of northern Nigeria are the same people. like broad line, like the same. Matter of fact, the men, when I mean the men, the elite within the axis of Kanu, Katsina, Borno, have more say what goes on in Niger than the Nigerian themselves. So for them, I say that to say for the president of Niger to come out and did all he did, said all he said, don't be saying just that is not coming from him. It's largely coming from Nigeria. And that's why they choose to use that language and that medium. Now, that was a great point. The man say, no be say, is the France military base in northern Nigeria. Like they have their president, they are there. Right? That's what the man is alluding to, is accusing the government of Bola Tinubu of. Why the government of Bola Tinubu came out with no about to say there is no French military base. That's not the accusation. The accusation that there are military presence. They stay hotels, they're everywhere. So base, that's a different ball game entirely. There's no way they can set the base without coming to the National Assembly, even though they can if they want to. Anyway. Now, they can't say force their way. Forcing their way, say they will use soft power to, collide with people who are the elements of people who will really usher them and cover the trace within the government. But anyway, yes, make that point. I agree with that. But what I don't understand, and I will say flat out, I don't agree with him when he's saying that France, whatever that their French president name is, that now only votes not to disbar Nigeria. First of all, dismember Nigeria from what? That's where I kind of look at Abati. I was like, Abati, what are you doing? This man didn't want to teach us history, which is great. But what kind of history is he teaching us? When he said, G de Gaulle, the French president name, and he's talking about 1967 here. Right? When our civil war starts, oh my God, okay, let's start from there. Civil war, when was Nigeria civil war? 66 or 67? Let me pull out the precise dates. Nigerian Civil War. (1967). Thank you, Daniels. So, if the Civil War started in 1967, and the only country I would say that not supports are not on the Nigerian side, now France, like on the European side, outside the continent. That is the only country that is not on the Nigerian side, is on the Biafran side. And the president in question just got now during that time they elect him. So dismembering Nigeria from where? From what? Because what Galadima said was now friend that the Niger people understand history. They remember history that it was when France was is the only country that voted to dismember us. I was like, now they are confident that he said that that the French were able to bribe every other country, Burkina Faso, Mali, and every other person. Then only Niger said no. Again, this country that they mentioned, the country of Africa, were actually on the Biafra side. But most important thing there, this was in 1960, at the heat of the Cold War. Who be France? Who born France? Even Fast forward to today as we speak, they are still in the same position they were under the United States of America command. And those ones we were on Nigerian side, gidigba. Like gidigba. So the idea, I don't know where is it coming from? The father, Niger, the France voted to dismember us from what? This is in the 60s, 1967, just 7 years into the independence. So I was I said, but why you allow this man run away like that with with history that there's no follow? Then we're talking about how Sonny Abacha move Nigerian account from Britain to France. Of course, what happened to her afterwards? I'm glad he admitted it. Can you tell us the sanction that actually followed because Abacha was our head of state? The West pretty much shut us out. The only place in the get alibi in France. And because of the relations, as I said, vast majority of the northern space and Niger and one are the same. Blood family, like direct family. So, and with the chokehold that French has on Niger, so that relationship to if any northern leader want to do anything outside the heights of the West, they can easily find their way to France. And France, they get history of being not 100% be trusted, but just not even France will do that. America has another way. So they just for the very first time they have a president who also have his leadway with France. Bola Tinubu get level for France. Then in fact, the Bola Tinubu level now not direct. The northern people were using indirect. They're using Niger. Now Niger and France are no longer in good time. So Bola Tinubu had the leeway. Hence, you see them coming to northern Nigeria to run their shit without any restriction from the West, of course, with the American support, since they are together in war with Russia. So actually, Abacha was able to did what he did because of that. But of course, we all know what happened afterwards. Let's go fuck around and find out. Tinubu has a personal relationship with Macron. Remember, Macron was working at the French embassy in Lagos. No, I know. Yeah, I just did. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. So Tinubu's connection with France not direct, so he no really need to go to Niger before he get. You understand? So again, this is all part of the new world order that is already taking shape. As the Cold War is going on, they redesign the map of the world. Allegiance, they change. You understand? It's just that since Obasanjo time, the North are in a position whereby they are powerless. They no fit move chase anyhow. The only place that they move chase now from the Saudi Arabia and from the Middle East. But those ones have their hand full. So all this tax bill, so now just to get as much as they can. As far as I'm concerned, I think they themselves know say that turn by turn presidency rotation, it is not guaranteed. Not with the kind of popularity and Obi is pulling off. How they go to do now that's where the conversation is at this moment. They want Obi Tinubu's 100% commitment, but I don't understand why they think Bola Tinubu will actually fall for any of that after what they did. Bola Tinubu also had an agreement with them, but at the end of the day, they scuttled the agreement and wanted to give it to somebody else, even though this is in the man na Jagaban. And I'm happy that I'm President Tinubu na be president at this time, safe. And I don't think any other body can actually withstand what is coming or what we are in at this point. Nobody. Especially, I'm talking about the South. That's the only guy. And if going back, the order that is coming from Washington, D.C., this policy will continue for at least as long as the Cold War lasts. We are looking at least 15 years. In other words, whoever that is coming after Tinubu, we have to go with the policy. And I believe Obi will be more trusted. Not when Obasanjo is still alive. Obi will be more trusted than any other person. If to say that if trust, to say that go trust Atiku, if we don't make our president since, there's a reason why they don't give up. It is no longer a conspiracy theory or a news. When with be that colonel name come on channels, they talk say in fact they had to beg and convince the CIA that Buhari can be trusted. So the Bubagaladima might just come to mesmerize Abati with history as if who be France votes to the member and dismember Nigeria in 1967. When an order has been given to them by the United States, go and free your people. I've been not forgetting that that same decade, we get our independence. Does our independence come because of war? Did we fight for it? There's a wave that was taking place at that time. It's the sacrifice that had to be made by the capitalists in order for them to pretty much win the Cold War, because Soviet Union was on top of their game too. And if I want to put dates to it, now pretty much 90s, yeah, they finally win the Cold War. I'll be 89. So who be France? Say, and you know, Tinubu pocketed men home and abroad. Tinubu read spread across the whole Nigeria and the world. The guy has done favor to all. Oh no, the guy nah. See, when he talks in childhood dream, I believe him. I believe him. The guy understand the guy. Now Chicago, the guy is cool. People should go and understand go study American politics. Maybe they go study American politics. The likes of Abraham Lincoln, even though they're from Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. But then na Chicago, the guy running politics. Now there, the railways are up to today. American politics is complete without she coming out from Chicago. So the man whether they deal with is a man on a mission. They know. So he did his homework, and he started early. When he started, like what you just said, started doing favor, building his way, building his bridges, building his soldiers. He started early. So he is ready. He was ready for this moment. That's why he say they shout up and down for not. They play their card. They overstretch their card with Buhari because they did their undo with Buhari. And I mean, the same way they sound, so that's why they sound when Buhari was in power. And I think one man show will prove me witness. They come and say, I be Fulani apologist. No, I was just surprised that the old man was just having his way easy. The guy there was no challenge. I was surprised. Everything that the man pretty much wanted, he got. Like, Wait, am I supposed to be hating? I'm not hating. A democratic setting, everybody get represented. If the institution are not supposed to do what they do, and the man is getting away with, I mean, who am I to? So the same position I'm taking at the beginning, and they always does it. I know they expect or hope any president to come and do. I just say whatever they do. If you want praise, you will go praise. If you want, that's my job, because I'm not in position to decide how a president should operate. Not a business, not billionaires' adventure with that. It's above my pay grade. It's not about Chicago self. When he was Lagos governor, a lot of ambassador and foreign national. This guy, and I work for you. Now, becoming a governor was fresh from Chicago, my brother. I know that's my problem. When they always talk about the glamours, now when they talk about the journey, don't focus on the wins. Focus on the details. How you take get there. Those is roots. Nigeria they start from, right? Nigeria adult is developed. His adult lifestyle. It started from Chicago. He run the streets. I've been always the accuser for me that I see headline. I say Ekpa news no carry. Ekpa news no work this time around. They abandon him because people get there. They was talking about Tinubu, how Tinubu paid 2 point something million to lobbyists in Washington D.C. to cover up his drug tracks. I was like, these motherfuckers, man. All right, what are y'all up to again? So, and I'm surprised that too is not even, no follow people know I know they see. I didn't see it anywhere again outside people gazettes. So I understand him being a governor of Lagos. Of course, Nadia, you will say everything that he knows up to that point of becoming a Lagos governor, he consolidates that with the power of an executive of a state. Because that is the whole point of some of these people of going for political power, right? Because when in a political power, you can solidify whatever your wealth. If you protect, if you push them, put down for some. Because this game now, this life now stage. You understand? The privilege of a $10 billion worth a $10 billionaire, $10 worth billionaire and a $2 billionaire, the difference there. So as a president, the level where you did, the way is different from being a governor. So what am I trying to say? The little that he was able to understand running the streets, growing up in Chicago and all that, led him to becoming a governor becoming a governor of Lagos State. Then from there, he shoot for the next level, which is where he is now. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Lagos is the economy. Lagos now. And yes, now I had already prepared him for when he was in there. So the guy now, somebody is a person way understands. He understand power. I give him that. The guy understand power. That's just one thing you cannot take from Bola Tinubu. He understand power. You know how to get to the top. You know what it takes. So he had a template that a lot of people are trying to emulate. If you look around, people like Rocha Sokorocha tried, success. Oshomole tried. Well, I think he didn't get second chance now. Yaya Bello is on that streak. I don't know where he will succeed. Wike is still hanging on. I mean, a lot of all this, but must pay attention to Lagos governors and Rivers governors. Lagos, I'm surprised. Well, I think I must say I'm surprised that now only Bola Tinubu happened to be the first Lagos governor who is aiming for the #1 position. But again, you say, oh, the man don't hold the the state down for that long. So, but if you pay attention to Rivers again, who's also kind of up there in terms of economy, robust, and revenue generation and all that kind of shit, you understand that Odili tried. It's just that Obasanjo was just it was just too much. He just could not have his way with Obasanjo. Tinubu actually defeated Obasanjo. People don't understand that. Tinubu defeated Obasanjo. Even at the point, I remember 2007 election or 2003 election. No, 2003 election was kind of hard for Obasanjo too, because the 9 minutes they free him. But 2027, Obasanjo actually literally relocated to Lagos to see if PDP can take Lagos. But Tinubu no agree. He defeated him there. Odili lost. Odili lost to Obasanjo. Amechi lost. Amechi lost to Buhari. Wike no agree. Wike gets. That's a Wike gets. You know, I'm somebody that I criticize Wike antics. Right? I still don't understand where he's going to land him. Right? But let's see how the relationship with Tinubu go hand, because that will see if his record will beat Odili's own or Amechi's own. So I'm kind of, in a way, I'm kind of happy that it is Tinubu that is in power at this point. So let's see let's see who will win between them and the North. But I think they don't get a choice. They've lost this one already. But let's see what they will get. But it's interesting to see how they rumble themselves over where they have no control over. It's crazy.
Let's overcome our fears. Let us see how economic reforms as being unfolded can be a new opportunity for us to reset, reconfigure, and reshape the economy of our region. Insult, abuses, innuendos, and all sorts of tantrums being thrown to a bill like this will not help us. And for those of us who are representing the people, it is time for you to study the bill. I've seen a senator on TV talking about this reform. It's clear that he doesn't even read what is in the content of it. They just rumble and talk to sentiment. And how can that help?
She said the conversation is interesting. I like Sani. Sani don't lose a combo. I don't dey for street for 4 years. If I continue like this, in 8 years I go dey street too. And by that time, I don't old though. So the guy is gradually coming or position himself to get into government, either by hook or by crook. If not now, next administration. They watch no. Before 2027 election, almost all the governor will decamp to APC. Ah, man, no go there. Come. No. Well, okay. I don't go. I don't go argue with you. You say almost. Okay, that means my governor, NNPP for Kano. I think we are staying. I say my governor because I contributed. I think we are staying put. Coco's one a stubborn guy. He's not going to the camp. Unless they go promise and the ticket 2027. He go 2031. He go because now waiting he go use bargain with that. His goal now to win more states. Then OT own. I think I will not be surprised after Bola Tinubu call and say na a friend. Say he doesn't care which party belongs, is his friend. So I don't think maybe OT no go join now. OT see they popular, so his popularity can still give him second term. So now second term, when they come out, now he go feed the camp. He go feed the camp. That time now I don't go surprised. He go on position himself for vice presidential, which but I think Obi is the man to beat. 2031. But they make I see again. Which other governor no go to the camp? Bala Mohammed is going, so he's leaving in second term for this, and he's going for the presidential ticket in PDP. How he go take it, and when Konkoso is going for the same thing, Atiku is here bulletproof. Saraki they want corner the peep. we can say man we go die here. So that's a very interesting event to come in PDP. All the Southeast governor already APC. No. As I said, OT is I don't OT have no reason to decamp now. Who again? Charles, Soludo Solution. Soludo Solution. I don't know how you go to do glad that Nigerians get plan for them. But I don't know where their plan go work. Because that guy, the guy is no longer an economist too. He's a pure politician now. At the highest level, he put in economics expertise for one side. He live for Abuja. He live for your office for CBN. He's not a full-time politician, so that's an interesting space to watch. Let's see how Nigerians go treat him. Obi doesn't have levels anymore. He missed the chance of holding firm when his supporters asked him to be assertive right after 2023 election. I don't know about that. I don't know about, you said two things now about his popularity pretty much. Say Obi level. I don't know about that though. I don't know about that because I think, okay, let's have this conversation, right? The game at the level it will be there now, the area where you would measure his popularity, his threat from, right, is no longer from the people. No, that one has been put to rest. Pay attention to how often media carry him, how often and how many media they talk about him, how often and how the government, that is the government of APC, they respond or attack him. So far, compared to last year, they did everything they could, starting from the government now, to ignore him. And I would say they try until the way he finished the year with the Farutimi conundrum and everything, which in political score, that's on a high level. So he finished on a note that, in fact, people went to their various holidays with Farotimi and Obi in their subconsciousness. With all the shenanigans of the media chat of Bola Tinubu, with everything, still. But most importantly, Obi coming out to speak, to address the media, was a brilliant move. Why you go know that was a brilliant move was the response from the government himself this time around. Even up to today, they see the talk from channel to channel. I'm talking about APC people, right? That's something you should pay attention to. Now article they be the answer report to before. They did the answer before. But article finish on the high note, and up to today. In fact, Konkoso shoot him, take him down. Konkoso start his own by taking him down without in 5-minute interview when give BBC Hausa. That was shoot na article be that. He never recover. Then Obi come. So Obi popularity is better than where it was 2 years before 2023. That's 2021. That you have to recognize. 2021, we they believe say no go figure 3 million, no go figure 3,000. Now only 4 people they treat for inside house. So, but that now has been put to rest. Now 6 million guy. If you say no, they popular, Tinubu, Atiku, Konkoso, and the rest of them, that's not what they are saying, right? Because he has what it takes to activate that 6 million, just like that. You understand? It can activate it. After all, no be saying na gra inte do am, no be saying buy am. It's pure ability to understand people's emotion, which you know go fit take from am because he know if you get am for school or class. That is his business street. He is a marketer. Intoka na trader. A trader who has traced the way to become a billionaire should be feared. His ability to actually speak to people's emotion. That's exactly what he's doing. And that hasn't gone away at all. So you should don't forget there is no Labour Party. It doesn't matter. Obi no be Labour Party make Obi. Obi brought Labour Party to a level that it has never attained before. That's it. That's what you go see. It has nothing. Labour Party has nothing to do with Obi's popularity. You understand? So anywhere Obi go, he go turn that party to another thing, and that is the game. The whole that they are trying to. That is the game. People like Konkoso are trying to play. And Atiku are trying to absorb that his followership into a bigger platform, a bigger party. They can squash that. How would they squash it? Is that they give him a ticket and they work against him, or they deny him a ticket, and that's it. And I know you understand that. So Labour Party has zero to do with his popularity. Now you said that see votes don't count. Exactly. So why are you worried about his popularity if votes don't count? You understand? So that's why I say
pay attention to where the power lies. The power, the media control the narrative. Are they constantly talking about to be? Yes. Power reside in Asu Rock at the moment. Are they responding to be? Yes. So forget about the vote. Those people know where it hurts most. So that's why they respond and they carry his news. Now, almost all the governors will vouch allegiance to Tinubu. I agree. The system is already captured. I agree. Unless something drastic happens between now and 2027. I agree. I'm not even looking at Obi being the president in 2027. I'm looking at 2031. 2027, the man in power so far, I don't see any reason why he's going to lose 2027. He's doing great so far. By power, by the people, is we know counts. So I know the rates them by why the people they react. But again, when you say the system is rigged, Obi is part of the system. You know when it's rigged and how it's rigged and every other thing. You understand? So 2027, I don't see him. But again, everything is still in his favor. He is young and the popularity is just getting started. And the conversation, the emotional conversation will be in his favor. Since they say na turn by turn, gentlemanly, that will be in his favor. And that's why you see the northern elite are doing whatever they can to get at least something reasonable in terms of commitment from Tinubu administration, and they are capitalizing on the tax bill. But I don't understand if that is a smart way to go, because the tax bill, to me, has little to do with Tinubu. The tax bill is everything to do with IMF. So how do you navigate that? I don't get it. But this is democracy. This is politics. They are playing it at its best. I pay attention to them in that regard. But after 2027, 2031, Obi will be, I would have said, it will be the most popular politician as at that point. I don't know how active Atiku will still be. So he says, so if we want to be honest, the Southeast will not give Obi total support when 2027 is near Tinubu. We buy over all the voice that I'm not talking about 2027. 2027. I agree with what you are saying. It's not about 2027 for me. 2027 is over. I don't know why people talking about 2027. 2027 is gone. It's over. It's already over. The only person who is still working for 2027 Atiku, but even him too is number one focus now, because the likes of Konkoso, the likes of Obi, the likes of Wike, the likes of Bala Mohammed, they have successfully refocused Atiku attention, which is surviving the party. Can he get the party's tickets? Is this as guaranteed as he used to 3 months ago? That's the question before Atiku now. Now, take Atiku out of the question. Going into 2031, Obi becomes the most popular politician alive. Now, how the North will walk around that is what I'm here to understand. But that is what they are working on right now as we speak with this tax bill conversation. That's it. But who are they going to present? Can Konkoso navigate his way and get the ticket of PDP? Will PDP still go ahead after giving the Atiku ticket 2027 and still want to take the tickets to the North with Obi popularity? Or pretty much half of the country will be sentimental? I mean, we're just interesting times ahead. People are talking about 2027. No, but 2027 race is also going to be as much as interested as 2023 or as 2031, because how you finish 2027 matters for people like Obi, for people like Atiku, and for people like Nkoso. The position and the numbers you finish with is very important. We speak volume, we make case easier for you going to 2031. You understand? Now, let's take it from Atiku. Atiku currently, right now only Tinubu be his obstacle, right? Going by what ANEC is giving us. So, if going to 2021, if he no win, he better finish second. Or his number, if Obi go beat him, his number should be more than every other person from the north. If not, he is done. That is if he get the ticket of PDP. Now, Obi, on the other hand, Obi had to either win or finish second, or get more than 6 million, or at least maintain that 6 million. Which I know he can easily do. He can easily maintain the 6 million. He can better the 6 million, but can he win? No. Let's just leave it for now. For 2027. No. Can he finish second? I think he can. Because the lack of energy, the likes of Bala Mohammed and Konkoso that will be, and Kini Olukonpe Kini Boboy Sokoto what's his name? Tambawa. So 2027 is for me. Tinubu is doing excellently well in terms of how to get himself elected, or be selected back to the position. It's bidding the outside power are happy with him. Outside power are happy with him, right? Germany lost their gas, cheap gas, because of the allegiance and the support they have for US. America opened Nigeria back for them to connect it. So Nigeria, Bola Tinubu accommodated Germany. France lost their lofty job for Niger. Tinubu open way for it. So he's doing well by the power from outside power by the West. Yeah, the Washington DC is happy, and the Pentagon, everybody is happy with that motherfucker, right? On the home side, from you, Daniel, it's already a done deal from the south. Let's even put the half of the country on the notice. The leaders of the south, everybody is happy. Everybody will be safe. So everybody is happy with him. The north, what else do they have? That they just promised the governors and say, "Now we'll come back." All the senate, that's an easy thing. So that's why I said he's doing excellently well on that side. So by the masses, that's nothing. We don't get problem. Oh my God! All right, we don't get problem. To take care of the people that we vote, those that we vote, what problem they have? How much? Unless you know understand Bola Tinubu philosophy. What money cannot do, more money will do it. I believe in that than what God cannot do does not exist. That one I don't believe. I believe you. What more money cannot do, more money will do it. Which is Tinubu said believe in that philosophy. So you see, a man who was outside, he was able to pull it off. Now that we're in there in charge. The man tell you, say, I want to be a king. He said it. This is the only president alive I know that I want to be president. And he become president. I never see people when they talk like that. I don't know. Show me one leader. Like, don't be saying He talk as a child. He talk as an adult. He talk the eve of the election. Emiloko, it is my freaking time, and he did it. You won't come tell us I mean, how? Are you going? Nobody will bet against that he's going to lose 2027. I won't bet against that. So even the North, they've looked beyond 2027. They are trying to position themselves for. That's why if you understand Konko's interview, that's what he talked about. He's literally telling Atiku, you are old. It was because of you we lost people like me, Obi, PDP lost me, lost Obi, lost Wiki, also you are old. Get off the way. That's exactly what they are telling him. So it's on. The game is on. So, but don't lose sight of Obi. Don't. If you think Obi is still playing 2027 game, no, it's not. This is not about 2027 anymore. This is about 2031. That time, something will happen. We'll have a new president. A brand new. Nobody knows who is he. So, and the floor is open for everybody. Anybody will win will stand. Nothing will happen. If everyone wants for me, go fall. So, and I think that is the game. The North, the Southeast, the politicians from the Southeast will be playing now. That is the conversation they will be having with Tinubu. Even though Tinubu is not really worried when it comes to Southeast, the truth is that the way they structure the country, no serious politician will worry about Southeast votes before becoming president. That's the spirit of the Constitution. That is the spirit of the political party. That is the spirit since after the Civil War. Every policy, every move is to see how the fuck do we put these people at disadvantage. How do we put them at a disadvantage, for this game? That's how, if you just look at it, that's why when they talk out, the people that fought Civil War, wrote the Constitution, give us a political party. People don't understand what that means until you begin to understand the history, how politics work, how nations work. All you need to do, go study the history of the people that lost war. Start with Americans, all the southern states in America. Compare them to the other part of the country. Even up to today, you understand the people who design Nigeria, the modern day Nigeria, they ain't fucking around. Because all you need to understand, the 1999 Constitution produced the political party. So as soon as they go from regional government to presidential system, which is Obasanjo baby, that is when they annoy the regional and create states, but we still the regional underneath it. They give Southeast 5 states. It is not out of land no day, they no get no, that is crap. Because all you need to understand again is the spirit of the political party. Our party system that is basically on party primaries and general election means the president is selected at the primary level. He's selected at the primary level because, again, all you need to understand that this whole crap of democracy is about the majority and all that. No. It's about the amount of people that are allowed to participate. Because at that primary level, people are selected, people are bought, people are picked to come and choose who will be the president. Then whatever this party put forward, however you vote is a win-win for them. That's why you see all the four political parties, future what, IMF candidate. Doesn't matter who wins. That's why when people they expect to be as crazy as these followers expected, they cannot. How? That was not the agreement. They know that only one person will be president, so they were one ahead. Who could not behave? So these numbers of they put them at advantage. So the numbers of delegates, if they pay attention, delegate they come from state by state. Even in America, now state they elect president. That's where we are getting to. Today is January 6th, ladies and gentlemen. What a coincidence, Abi? No, it's not. Today, now January 6th, now today they go certify Donald Trump as president-elect. Now today the results will be officially count. As we speak, the state delegates, those college votes, they don't carry them. They enter Washington, D.C., they present it before the Congress, to which Your Excellency, Vice President Harris will preside over. So you see the system. It is not a coincidence that the Southeast have 5 states. So everything is put them at a disadvantage. So in other words, before, that's why I say no serious person we won't win presidency, they worry about Southeast votes. They design it to be like that. But for a Southeastern person to be president, he need to go beg. Begging in the sense that you have to compromise a lot. Tinubu understand. He did compromise and got to power. Now he say, fuck you. So it is not how you need to understand again. Take time to study more various interviews, paper, public, everything about the 60s in Nigeria from the 1960 to 1979. The reason why would they get coup, assassination, change of government and all that was all to bring us to this moment that we have today. Never finish, you. Never finish. The last stage is to make sure the two political party systems stand firm. And the only way we can gain, the people can gain at all, is for us to organize and vote for a structural change. Give state his or her autonomy so that everybody could govern his or herself how he wants. Yes, under still one umbrella called federal government. They have federal government will have few to do. But the people have to fight for that. That's what it happened for America. And those same people, so now put us together, now they structure us. Because now, another thing you need to understand, even the America itself, the United States, get their independence from Britain. At that time, the first time, their constitution was just that of Britain. Before they do, under 10 years, they change them, design their own. So what you need to also understand, after the First World War, right? When United States decide to enter the war and become decisively make the Europeans and their own bloc won the war, the compensation was the colonies. Go and exploit the colonies to rebuild your nation back or what you've lost for the war at the expenses of the colonies and the Germany. Now, what bring Nigeria, bring Britain come Nigeria the way it is when France able to get the portion they get, because Germany was also part of that Cameroon and everywhere too. That was after the First World War. Now, after the Second World War, the sacrifice now, the United States have to now stand firm with the authorities, decisive at them with the absolute power they get out. It has to, and the sacrifice to attain that was what the civil rights movement was to actually, for you to be going around to say, okay, you country must, you must observe human rights, you must be a democracy, you must do that. They cannot go around be doing that when the Soviet Unions they are shining light on what the African Americans are going through in the United States. So they support, so that's where that whole civil rights gather momentum in the 60s. So it changed pretty much the policy, give African American voting rights, make sure the troops are back in the South to institution the benefit of what the Civil War was all about. On and on. Now they have to tell the colonies, they have to tell the British and the French, say, go and let that people go. That's where every of them begin free their colony in the name of independence. All this in Africa happened in the 60s. Not a coincidence that pretty much all the countries get independence in the 60s. Apart from Ghana, right, 59. But yes, the Second World War ended what? In the 40s, 1949, I did. Let me be precise. Let me get my history right. Second World War. When it ends? And 45. See? So, and because of that, after America assuming absolute power, after now tell them, say, now go and let that people go. So they have to go back to the colony, start giving them their freedom. Those way they fight before, fight to the finish. The likes of Kenya, those way they negotiate, we're never ready to negotiate. They have to start the negotiation. Now, the amalgamation of North and South is also part of the whole agenda of the First World War. So that's why they always thought, if you don't understand First World War, you know, go understand how the world works now. Everything plays, the world changed from that on. In fact, America decided to enter the First World War. This changed everything that we are seeing today. So we are pretty much back at where we were in the 60s. So don't be surprised after this Cold War, maybe Nigeria, part of Nigeria go from another country. It's a possibility. Don't be surprised. That's what it happens in the 60s. So if you understand the spirit that after America assumed absolute authority of command of Nigerian states, right? They have to now configure the government in a way that they will understand and rule it indirectly from wherever they are, from Washington DC, because that's why it takes blood, take assassination, it takes coup to go from parliamentary to presidential. And I guarantee you, it will take the same process to dismantle what is where we are now. I don't think it no go come in peace, because these guys in charge, people will see they run things now then understand and then help build the system from war constitution to political party, they are fading off. They are fading off. Maybe now Atiku or the Tinubu could be the last one. Then what is the guarantee that the crops of Obi, Konkoso, the Sarakis, the Erufais, the politicians they can keep the secrets that was given to them by the power that be? Can they keep that secret? Can they maintain it? Can they nurture it? Or it go scatter for their hands? That's the question we are asked. That's where we are. Again, civil war happened within us in the 60s. One will tell you that is the cause of telling us to get our act together. We ain't going nowhere. It costs pretty much about 3 million people, quote unquote. How much is it going to cost again to dismantle this presidential system? Because part of making of the presidential system is those souls that was lost through the civil war. So imagine all the parts in the south becoming fully functional. Imagine all the refineries becoming fully functional. No Nigeria that go progress past, no matter the correction. Yeah, but before that can happen, we need to be free. The freedom I'm talking about, because contrary to belief, they always believe that the Fulani, they hold us down, the Hausa people, they hold us down. It was the Igbos way, them, they hold us down. No. All of us are held down by a higher power. Now, we can show power within ourselves. Now, slave where they fight to job, now we be. You understand? For we to be fully functional at that level, we will need to actually fight the external power to stand still and renegotiate all these things. Because trust me, that's why the guy what's his name, Kelvin Emmanuel, that was on Dr. Damage's show when they mesmerize people with some technical terms. I was like, this motherfucker is just talking crap. You're talking crap. Especially when it has to do with oil, Niger Delta oil. The forces that run things, don't be Nigeria. Now, all our Nigerian lords, now just themselves, now order that they take. Because you need to understand the agreements that we have with these foreign nationals. Not be today. Like, people don't. So when the guy they told us, like, no, but I understand. There's a reason why he's in that position. He's good at what he does. If not, they're not going to give him that platform everywhere. So some of these things so in order for us to get to that absolute freedom and function, we have to get that at least reasonable freedom. So the struggle, the power struggle within us is they take the kind of turns when they take, because that is it also has to do with the direct and indirect engineering from outside too. Because that's the only way things can go for just as long as it keep going. So even the Fulani hegemony themselves, right? Therefore, don't go far than this, if not because of the external power too. It is because the external power, they don't do anything about that, right? But whenever they are in power, they never forget the goal that brought them this far in the first place. So again, when I see now, I don't know why anybody noticed this. Daily Faroti missed Sunday broadcast. I don't know, man. He come and they talk about something else. They're getting hold of him, I think. But as before I go that part. So if you understand that history of First World War, Second World War, then you now say, okay, what is Buba Galadima talking about when he said na friends? 9 votes to they are dismembers or I mean, it's not clear to me. I say, what dismember from where or what? Even themselves they struggle. Just like the way the position they are now they did that time too. So what power do they have to either vote against or for? They were in the Biafran side of the civil war. Them, the Liberia, even though too they were also dealing with the Nigerian side too. So Nigeria, the elite are they are at a cross section. See, waiting they make me waiting at the end of I don't know when after the Tinubu administration or so after the outcome of the bill, I go no say okay. Because this now all that they can't give them. All of time, man. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy the kind of leaders we have across the board, not just those in government, our business leaders, all of them, because if there's anything that is obvious to us now, we know that na collaboration they run states, right? The billionaire class, the religious leaders, all of them are just content and say, "Whoa, sit your ass up and implement this shit." All of them, they just they don't be now the citizens that they get power over. Then they talk say the tax not go favor. Not just because as soon as the tax is collected, it has to be sent out of the country to pay bills. As they say, the empire is at war. Now what's the matter the best with that though? And the company say even the one where they go retain inside, now the federal level we go there. That's why people can give they talk say even the National Assembly no get power and they share the so they don't just know how they go about how. They don't know how to go about it. And it's going to be increasing. The tax going to increase as the year progresses. Till 2030, I think. That was the deadline they give them. So they don't put them for that corner. They don't know how to do it, how to get out of it. Galadima said France was trying to take oil Chad from the north for supporting Biafra. I don't understand. France supported Biafra now. Oh, Nigeria was taking charge from France. Is that what you are saying? I don't get it. I can't wait for Donald Trump to come. Make I see where he go hard. he go hard. he go hard to these orders. Oh, it will be interesting. It will be interesting to see how things go from 20th of this month. I bet Mona like, share, and subscribe. That's all I want. And AY for real. Thank you. Happy New Year, bro. Appreciate you, man. You gotta put the links here. If anybody want to come make noise, fine. If not, I still get like an hour so to fuck around. So leaders, they don't give them order from DC. All of them begin run. They no fit talk. They begin run a scatter. They find out they will say nah, the people go suffer. We know they suffer before. As you say, that new thing. The people are suffering. No be saying that because, and this idea say Bola Tinubu now because he announced from day one, subsidy is gone. I make it like it's funny, but I understand why that the narrative that they have to sell with that, as if anyone get choice. None of them get choice. All of them, from Tinubu to Atiku to Obi to Kwankwaso, they don't get choice. Either of them won the election. Now the first way they're going to do with that. I know it's just not the time where we did. Because none of them was saying anything different. You want to ask me a question? No, you don't make me fear now. You don't make me fear now. Sure, I did try to you. Well, ask your question now. As if I say no, you no go ask. Ask the question. What is it? All these our leaders. They know what time is it. They know exactly what time is it. So they can dramatize your thing as they want. Now here we day. They go see come celebrate, they go see come see praises of that tax. Last. Okay. Go ahead now. Because I've been watching your channel and like that. Go ahead. So we are in an interesting time. I don't even know why they complain. They will always find a way to share money easy. I don't know why. I don't know why all this drama. It's not necessary. But of course, what did they go to do again? That's a disturb us. I say Tinubu go Ghana, Abi. Let me see what's on the news. I say the guy enter Ghana for inauguration. You live in America where they try to have a progressive system and society. Okay. Okay. You're right. They try to have a progressive system and society. You're right. So yeah, I don't say Tinubu go Ghana for John Dramani Mahama inauguration. Today is also October 6th. Activities in Washington DC. So he says, so do you really want a progressive Nigeria, or you are amongst those who are just after personal interest, whether good or bad? This guy, this is your question. Like your question. I know pass jam the first time, so I don't fit this one. Do I actually want a progressive society? Yeah, progressive Nigeria. Okay. Yeah. Yes. And you are you among those who are just personal interests? That's no be personal interest. Where did they start from? I'm a human first now. I am me first. They teach me for the Nigerian state. We can tell you what the Nigerian state teach me. You know, like, I don't work for Nigerian state, but what everything Nigeria teach me. Nigeria teach me say, if you are on your, as a, say seriously, because I have listened to you a lot. You know they stay one lane. I like that. I'll come to that. How they stay one lane. You know why? You know why? Because I am an issue-based person, right? I am an individual person. I think individually, I'm an individual. So I approach issue. Now, I never reach that place where I don't know. My individuality seems to begin towards nationalism. I don't know if you get that. And so far, I have not seen anyone in terms of the people who put themselves out there who has that, who is more national, a nationalistic, a patriot. I ain't seen that. So I never see a movement. So that's why see me being an ideologue, to put it short. So I approach issue from issue to issue. That's why you see I did everywhere rather than trying to siege, because and that what that is even in Nigeria itself, we not start as one. The goal is to make it one, but unfortunately, the leaders that we have are tearing it apart. They don't have that same vision. So where do you leave me? That's my answer to that. I don't know if I answered you well. So, but in terms of having a personal interest, of course, you might be a human being now. But I also understand that when it comes to collectiveness, your personal interest should take at least a second seat, take a back seat. And that's also one my criticism of group be that group tend to enforce their own will at your own expense. But another thing again is the group thinking is easy to be taken advantage of, especially if it's being handled by people that are more powerful than you. Let me tell you, I have told you before, Seth, my family, they part of the Nigerian establishment. I saw and know firsthand how the system functions. I am an exact because I know like you are in exile because you know like the system. Yeah, I understand. But now let me bring the America that you use as an example. America they did not get to where they are now like this. You understand? It's a process because the people that build the system, it took them time and process. So for you to dismantle the system and build it as you think it should work progressively, it's also going to take time and effort and resources, right? The American colony fought the same oppressions that we are currently fighting. We are still fighting. People still don't understand that the colonialism is always that is not over. It's just a metamorphose to a different system. Just like they started with what slavery, colonialism. Where we there now? Neocon, as they call them. Neocolonialism now we're there now. Even Dr. Kwame Nkrumah talked about it in the 60s, 1963, that if we don't come together collectively and build a system as what they have given us, or fight this people, they are coming in neo-colonialism form will be more dangerous than the way it was before. But people don't. This was in the 60s, the same 1960s that we get independent. So I totally agree with you. Nobody will build the system. So, and it is not built. Since nobody will build them, they're not built them for our interest. They build them for their interest, and it's working like perfectly well. But we don't get that yet. So we are a conquered people, and the people, unfortunately, the leaders that we have are totally in for themselves. So there's no way they can free us right now. So it's a journey. I just say all that to say that it's a process. But if you run away because you understand the system and you run away, how do you expect the system to change? Because you understand the system based on the fact that your proximity to power is closer than majority of the people. So instead of you, no, I mean, being on exile doesn't necessarily, I mean, in today's world, it doesn't mean anything. It is now left for you to teach people what you know, literally or practically, however you want to put it. Because that's the only way you can play your own part. There's a reason you don't fuck with the system. There's a reason that a lot of people in your family, take a different. So there's a reason. So you just need to tap into that. So I know how hopeless Nigerian situation is. I listen to you guys on Dr. Damage and just laugh. I dey laugh when I see Showore say because even him Showore, him they from no, not, of course now. No, I mean it's always me. No, why I dey now. If you I think everybody should study history. If there is one subject that is compulsory, it should go there. I mean, so when I understand, say we are not special in terms of what we are going through, now my hope be that, now my consolation be that we are not special in the sense that people have gone through the same thing, worse or better, right? And come up, I think that progressive stage that you're talking about. People are still going through it, and some people will still come and go through it. So it's just that's what I see. It's a stage. It's a history of human. I don't know how to explain it, but we just have to know in our jungle with day. We are just at the receiving end. A lot of people, if you go back to until one can argue, until like early 90s or mid 90s, which is ended the Second World War, Europe, they are called barbarian for a reason. They are savages for a reason. Those one don't be my words or our language, right? When they say dark ages, they know they see themselves. They suffer, right? But and there's another school of thought that said all that periods that they fight themselves, destroying themselves, hunger, famine, and all that kind of thing was a group of people that just want to build what we currently have the nation states. Because this is not how the world is. This is not how we used to live. We live in small enclave everywhere. Everybody just running things, right? So the nation state that we have today, where we have the Americas, Europe, continental, this was force. Now blood, now war. Before war, up to this point, it still is. That's why we, as in a country, we did the way we are. It's not normal. This is not the way we live. It's not normal. It's not natural. We are not different from every other animals out there. Our difference is not much. Just why is it that those animals are healthy and living better than us? Because they live with the land. We live on the land, but so doing, it become contestation, it become territorial. Like so, this the life we are living is not normal. So you begin to see things from that perspective. You understand why we are where we are. So and people up to today, people are spending their life to make sure it is the way it is. Because whether we like it or not, as we hear them, people they living large. So it's the reality of life, and I think they feel like this because, well, when you say we feel build a project, you know what it costs America to build the progressive society that you see today. And again, and it still depends on where you are speaking from. If you see an African American and then the black person, it would tell you, what the fuck are you talking about? What the progressive society are you talking about? And you're right. You're right. So again, it depends on which end of the spectrum you find yourself. Our own is just that the majority, they suffer. That's where the problem is, right? Yeah, but I understand what you talk. Okay, when I tell you, say my family is part of the system, I don't talk about mama and you, maybe with the cash form integrity on TV, but for night, them our house or protest hotel with my that's everywhere it did now. That's human, man. That's how human live. You understand? That's why we have laws. That's what it be for everywhere. It's just that we are at that stage. It's still, I don't know how to explain that, but I get exactly what you mean. It happened everywhere too, but they have they have um, they have able to. I would not, because they're able using the advanced countries as an example in terms of how progressive society should be. It is somehow because if to say they know they exploit other nation, how them fulfill live? Because before the exploitation of the African continent, the Americas, the whole North and South Americas and Asia, that make them they were damn. That's where the barbarism came from. When they could not exploit other people to live their sustain their lifestyle, they turn on themselves, right? Until they were able to explore outside themselves. And you say thanks to the advent of what the gun and powder revolution. That's when they begin flourish. They begin consciously build what they are building. I mean, America is a typical example. Now, free labor built them for 400 years. Just think them. So if they are the point whereby money is not necessarily the problem. How to survive is not the problem. It's how to maintain the lifestyle. How do we maintain the lifestyle that we have? I even make it better. So if you look at it from that angle, you will now say, okay. But again, it's not an excuse for we to be where we are today. No. We have more technology, we have more, so we can do better. But the more technology we have, the more advantage too it can be against us. Since, quote unquote, especially in Nigeria, that we depend on those technologies to survive. All of a sudden, we never survive again. All of a sudden, to drink arena is a taboo. All of a sudden, to live that, what we used to be has been flipped around. So we all of a sudden we became a country who don't know how to survive. We now have to depend on other people to survive. So, and those people now say, okay, since that's the case, you are going to only be in survival mode, or they put us in a survival mode. So, while we are trying to survive, they are trying to maintain the lifestyles. So it's a very to see it from a broader angle. So I am not disagreeing with what you are saying, but that's how the game is played. I tell you, see, I get it, man. That's why when that guy, where come Dr. Dameji, was talking about refineries, and Dr. Dameji asked him something related to politics. He said, no, you know, the lie politics. I was like, motherfucker, who they pay this guy? Who are you speaking for? Then I was like, people are just say, I talking about family and all those nonsense. I'm from Niger Delta now. If I don't get past the way they work for Scrab or for a company, I will get neighbor, I will get friend, I will get fucking distance relative. So in other words, we know more than waiting they inside textbook and waiting they inside media. Because not be everything they textbook, not be everything they media. So when people they talk some country, I was like, come on now, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? No, you have to, for you to be at the level of those kind of show worry and you know something. And for you to know something and still they play like that means you are not a threat. And if you are not a threat, you are what? You are part of the system. It's as simple as that. You can run a world media now. It's easy to run media from New York. You are running the media from his CIA den. It's like, make I come your house, Daniel. Eh? Make I come your house. Eh? They run game on you for that long, openly. And I go come the feel say you don't know anything just because you they allow me to run my mouth. Yeah? Is that you are stupid or I am stupid? I would rather feel that like I am the one stupid than say you are stupid, because that's your labor I will survive. But again, they don't educate us in a way that they see almost some kind of simple thing from a very sophisticated viewpoint, which ridiculous. That's why most people you see on TV now people who are not necessarily good at what they are talking about, but they are good at articulating themselves. They are good orator, and that's it. That's what sells. That's exactly what another way of saying it, Daniel. They will come on TV, come on space and dazzle everybody, but in the night they go collect paycheck, buy envelope for and not be just at that highest level though. Even local is every day happen. No. I grew up a village. We be say my small house na like small palace for village where people they bring case they come settle. The Kadamaji they form say no know who be the sponsor show and Shawara reporters. I they cry. Nah, come. You why you go you know why you go. No, but the damage you know they form. The damage is what they call it definition of the professional, right? So it's I don't know. I don't know why I can be that professional. Maybe that's why I know they that lie. What it does, man, it takes a special talent. Well, it takes its experience speaks a lot though. It's been in the media space for maybe at least over 30 years, if I'm not mistaken. So before he go no either work or no Shara reporters, he understand how life works. If I say he understand how the game works, I think he understand life and experience plays a lot with how Dr. Dameji approaches things. That's my observation of it. Joe Woden na job in get so now. Joe Woden on a smart guy. If you know they do it, they do now. What you gonna do? Okay. Even my family been get newspaper to use for lie story. Not the way I no see. And again, be that now so life be anywhere you go, even for America, say pay attention. You go see saying at the same pattern, just that it's they are masters of the way they play the game. They don't get experience over 200 years of uh, wobbling and rumble, and they got it. They got it all figured out. Wait, so, hold on.
Because if PDP goes down, then we are confronted as a people, as a nation, by a one-party situation. And for us not to find ourselves in an eventuality of a one-party situation, Nigerians, irrespective of their membership of the People's Democratic Party or not, must rise to this occasion and urge the PDP to do what is right. And if you ask me what is right, let Ambassador Elias Udamagum revert to his original position as Deputy National Chairman and let the North Center bring forth a replacement for IU. This matter is this simple. And I believe that with the leadership that Senator Bala Mohammed has provided, we can get there.
Make I tell you now, your favorite Daddy Gio, them say all are the same now. They are all part of the elite gang. Danny, I understand. But Daniel, I gotta go now. I need to go take care of business. I'll come back later in the next maybe 2-3 hours. Appreciate your time, Daniel. Thank you, AY. Stable. See you later.